What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today, I'm pretty excited to open this figure up. But we got the Series 16 Orange Cassidy. Now, I do have an Orange Cassidy that is currently in storage, but that was the one with the rubber pants where you could put his hands in his pockets. And I cut those rubber pants off to have more articulation, but now I regret it because this came out. But yeah, really excited to get an Orange Cassidy like this, stacked with accessories. So I'm super hyped. I found this at Target. If you guys saw my short, I was eating pizza from Pizza Hut at the same time. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so taking a look at the figure here. Figure right here. Big picture right there, Orange Cassidy going up. Number 155, Series 16. Another picture of him right there. Picture of him on the back. This is at Revolution, San Francisco, California. Not too far from where I live, maybe about like a few hours. Um, Rest of the set, you got Julia Hart, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Orange Cassidy, Konosuke Takeshita, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn. And I think was one of the stronger sets. I really want to get that Takeshita and the Guns too. The Guns show for him, but I'm waiting for them to go on sale. AEW down the side. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so taking a look at the accessories here, you get a pretty decent amount. You get some cloth goods, some other ones, and then you get a championship belt, which is also always nice. So we get into the championship belt, and it is the AEW International Champion. My camera quality is a little buggy right now, but you can see that glare, man. That's beautiful. This is actually one of my favorite titles looks wise. I think it's just really cool. You got big gold plates with a bunch of flags on it. How can you not like that? So there you go. It's actually my first international champion, so it's pretty cool. Next up, you get some sunglasses, which are essential for Orange Cassidy. Next up, you get a few different hands. You get the thumbs up hand right here. Oh shit! Let me move my knife out the way. And then you get just two mic holding hands. What kind of surprised me is that we didn't get a orange punch hand, but maybe they are stack the accessories to the brim because we have a AEW backpack, which is absolutely crazy. He used to carry this down to the ring, so it's nice that we got this in figure form, and it's actually just crazy that we have AEW backpack in figure form. Come on, man! And then you obviously have Orange Cassidy's signature jean jacket. This one is supposed to be black, I'm pretty sure, but it is kind of like faded, so it looks like a little more brownish compared to the figure's jeans, Orange Cassidy's jeans. This looks a little bit like faded, but it's still cool just to have a jean jacket, cloth goods. We can always take cloth goods, and it won't stain on the inside, so that's nice. But yeah, let's get into the figure itself. All right, guys, here we go. Figure out some accessories equipped, and um, yeah. First thoughts of this figure is that they use the same formula for most of the Orange Cassidys. So let's get into it. So the only thing you really get from new Orange Cassidys is different attires. But he doesn't really have too many attires. All the ones I could think of are the light denim, dark denim, and black. But if we take off the sunglasses here, we can see that the head scan right here, and it is a pretty serious Orange Cassidy. You got the hair right and everything right there. And I do think that they captured the likeness of him real well. He's just a chill guy, laid back, you know, whatever. But and then for the torso, they do use kind of like a Darby Allin type torso. I'm pretty sure, because he is a little bit of a slimmer dude, it's lean muscle right there. Articulation up here is a little stiff, but it still works. Just some hot water might fix that. But then we go down to the lower legs, and we got the are these jogger pants? I think they are jogger pants with the string right there, pockets. So if you guys didn't know, what they did for the older Orange Cassidys is that this whole part would be rubber, and there would be a hole for the pockets, and you could slip Orange Cassidy's pockets or hands into his pockets. But it was a cool feature to look at, and when you put them in, but problem is, they couldn't do this. They couldn't go straight up for like a big boot or whatever. They could only go about this high. So that was a major problem when they were making that. But yeah, we got the jean mold and everything. And then going down, we have still the same Orange Cassidy shoes right here. So it is basically just a repaint of all the other ones. But with Orange Cassidy, the cool thing is that you get new accessories too. But yeah, articulation, lower legs, way better than the one with the rubber legs. It would be cool to see them try to recreate that feature. Maybe instead of having whole rubber legs, you kind of just put a mold out right here so he could slip his hands in. Because now he can't really do the pocket pulls. I mean, he can like that. That's pretty cool. But yeah. I mean, I guess you could go pop his hand off, and then it kind of signifies that they're in his pocket. But you know, let's just all right. Fuck. Let me collect my thoughts. Articulation on the lower legs are pretty good. You could do a Bruce Lee kick. You could do an orange punch right here. It's kind of a bad orange punch. You could do a diving DDT. Boom. Um, you could do a Casadora. Yeah, pretty fun to pose around with Orange Cassidy and his head goes back a little bit. But yeah, let's get into this poses. Um, if I would rate this figure out of 10, I would give it a solid 7.8. The only reason is because a lot of the Orange Cassidys are just repaints. But like, what else can you do, man? And then his joints are a little stiff. But yeah, let's get into some poses. Alright, guys. So the first move that we're gonna be doing with Orange Cassidy is gonna be one of his finishing move, which is the beach break. Hold up, let me adjust it. There we go. Beach break right here. Kind of have to have their head poking to the side a little like that. You get the idea. And I see the idea too, because the one he hit on Bandito that one time wasn't to the side. But here is a beach break right here. You got CM Punk, and we're going to add a new kind of rating system, which is going to be the balance system, because if your figure can't stand, then it's not really, it's kind of disappointing. But yeah, for this victim today, we have my custom CM Punk. And here we go. Like, fuck, man, I'm blanking out today. But uh, so we got a beach break right here, and he's about to hit it through the table. Pretty good balance, you know. He could stand well on his own. And then when I was posing this figure around, the tight joints, maybe his balance isn't good, but the tight joints kind of help his posability, like the arms and the ab crunch. But yeah, let's simulate it. Oh no, beach break! That was kind of loud. Shit. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's get on to the next move. Alright, guys, here is the second pose, and this is phase one of the second pose, which is the jump of the orange punch. And you know, the orange punch was kind of easy to do, um, because it is just a simple Superman punch. But I do like the likeness of this figure, and it actually looks like he's doing the orange punch. Like I have a mini Orange Cassidy in my hand. But yeah, so here's phase one. Let's go on to phase two. All right, the next one, phase two of the orange punch, was kind of tough, but we got it to work. And this is the part where he hits him with the uppercut. Let me move my camera so y'all can get a better view on this one. There we go, right there, kind of like an action shot. But yeah, here is an orange punch, and this one, as I said, great likeness to it and good posability in my opinion. So I would honestly bump this figure up to an 8.1. But should we do one more? Let's do one more pose. All right, next pose is phase one of pose three, and it is the Casadora. Um, Orange Cassidy uses this move frequently, but another thing I noticed when I was posing this one around was that he's very pretty light figure. So um, you're like if you're trying to do a GTS with Punk, he can hold him up pretty easily and he won't fall over. So that's also nice quality to the fig. But here's the first phase of the phase of the Casadora, and here's second phase. Then here we go with the second phase of the Cazador. Pretty lazy on this one. You know, he kind of just sits on their chest, hooks their legs up, and it is a pin. But it's very effective in the ring. But yeah, here is the second one right there. But yeah, man, let's wrap up this video. Alright, guys, so that is going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Uh, You see Orange Cassidy right there? He's throwing up the thumbs up. So he's telling you to go down there and thumbs up the video. Yeah, no, that's cheesy. Shut the fuck up. But damn, can you guys hear my TV? I don't think so. But being off topic this video a lot. But yeah, if you guys can find this figure in person, definitely pick it up. I like this figure a lot because of the accessories that it comes with, and of course the orange Cassidy's are always great, especially with this new leg mold that they're doing instead of the rubber legs. Pretty great. I would rate this an 8 out of 10 for the fig. Oh, I just realized I put the title upside down. It's whatever. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy, and peace out. I'm at peace out, fools.